Robin.
Local news is talking about the Jets. I guess you got it, right?
Well, yeah, they got to rub it in for a day, and then
I've already moved on. There's nothing I can do.
Then it'll be over.
Gotta move on.
Yeah. I woke up to no fucking heat.
Really?
Yeah, worst day of the year to not have heat. And I woke up, and the bedroom was 53 degrees.
Wow.
And dropping because they ain't got no heat. I ain't got no heat, yo.
What happened?
Yo, my heat's been turned off, motherfucker. No, it was, I have this problem with dual tanks. See, most people, you got that one big dung tank in the basement. I have two of them. Two of them tandem together, and on the bottom there's this little fucking copper piping with some compression fittings and whatnot linking the tanks together so it may equalize the level in each tank.
Gotcha.
So that as you use it, both tanks go down equally.
How could there ever be a problem with that? That seems like a pretty basic design.
It's great unless you fucking didn't use big enough tubing when you install the fucking thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and this is the third time now that I have to have the guy come out and blow out the fucking pressure fittings, the compression fittings, and the T, the little T that's on there, because not only does it equal out the level of the tanks, but in the middle is a T that goes off to all the wonderfully oil-fired furnaces and everything like that. So, I'm like, fuck it. I wake up this morning freezing cold. I go downstairs, I go to the tank, and the one tank's got a gauge on it, and it's just buried at 0. And I fucking punch the side of it. Boom, boom.
Just hollow.
Boom. I punch the side of the other tank. Boom, 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 full. Just one immense full tank of oil. The other one completely empty because the fucking fitting coming out of the full tank is clogged up. And it was a fucking cold-ass motherfucking morning. I pride myself on my radiant heating tile in my bathroom.
You didn't get that?
I walked onto that tile. It was like a glacier. It was like walking onto a glacier.
That's the point I made. And they're playing football. It's minus 4 degree wind chill. And they're playing in short sleeves. And you can't even walk in your bathroom with bare feet.
I was like,
without your heated tiles. Tiles.
Yeah, oil. Yeah, it's oil fired for the floor. It's oil, and then it heats up the water, and hot water circulates through these tubes underneath the cement.
God, that sounds nice. What about a shower? No shower then?
There's no hot water. Oh. There's no nothing. There's nothing of heat. Nothing at all. The basement was warm because I forgot to turn all the lights off. So there's 8,000 floodlights keeping the basement warm. That ought to be good for a LIPA bill when it comes in. But so now I got to wait, and they're like, they'll be there sometime between 8 and 11.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's like, all right, it could have been worse, but I love those times they give you.
Yeah. I still haven't turned the heat on in my apartment.
Really?
No.
Do you have your own heat?
Yeah.
You have like your own. It's not like the building's heat, and then you get to like open a vent that.
Technically, we have turned it on a couple times for maybe an hour. And then it's like, oh my God, it's way too fucking hot in here.
Well, you can still get AC in your apartment, right?
I slept with AC last night and no heat. And no fucking heat.
Damn.
Because everyone else is blasting their heat, and I live so high up, I'm getting everyone else's heat, but it's that dry heat.
Yeah. It's a dry heat.
Where your skin is just like, you feel like I don't know.
Oh, you wake up and blow your nose, and it looks like fucking.
Oh yeah,
it looks like a Vietnam wound.
Yeah.
It looks like a sucking chest wound in your tissue.
Yeah. I'll never be.
It's dry.
I'll never be cold in my apartment. I mean, the heat could go out, and I'll still get enough heat from everybody else, I guess.
I can't get fucking air conditioning in the winter because we have a single vent system, and it makes me out of my mind about it. I'm actually going to move. I mean,
I can imagine.
I can't live like that.
No. That's just dumb because everyone knows if you live in New York in a big building, a lot of floors, and you're a little high up, that you're fucking dying from everyone else's heat. You actually need AC to cool down your place.
Yeah, I needed to sleep because I literally was sleeping with my window open when it's 20 degrees.
Yeah,
I have big heavy drapes in my room, so I'll just block them like with so they don't like blow all open.
Yeah, you get a little cold air coming in at least.
Yeah.
So you got one of those buildings that like the building itself
they shut off his AC.
Heat At some point in the year, they turn on, and it's like, hey, people, you now have air conditioning. And then at a certain point, it's like, hey, people, you now have heat.
Right.
And you don't control the heat of the air conditioning. You just get to open up what amounts to, a vent. And the heat either comes out or it doesn't.
You can't control your own heat?
Well, I can control it, meaning I can make it high or low.
Yeah.
But as far as... I explained it because I was livid, and they're like, there's two types of systems or whatever. Anthony would probably know that. One is where you can have like air conditioning and heat together, and one is like a single system where you get one or the other. And the way the building works is if 3 days in a row or more are under X degrees, then it goes to the heating system.
Yes.
Like under 40 or under 50.
Oh, I gotcha.
But it's like, I like to fucking sleep that way.
Yeah, of course.
It's just so irritating. It makes me want to not live there.
That's ridiculous.
Well, this makes up for it.
Do you know how great that would look all over your keyboard? And have some fucking chicken noodle soup.
You got a nice hot soup now. You're all set.
Hot soup.
Where's the egg whites?
Let's go to John in Jersey.
Oh, no.
Johnny!
You're shit out of luck, Mr. Norden.
SOL.
John.
Yo.
Hi,
What's
John.
up, John?
Hey, Dan, I wanted to see what you thought about that douchebag Olberman getting fired. And one other thing, I was on checking out the weather this morning on weather.com, and they had a video on there of these cool little young sweethearts doing snow angels in bikinis.
Wait, did he get fired, though, or just walk because of his contract? I don't know if he got fired.
I think there's a lot more going on with that
there's
Olberman
something
story
going
than they're letting out. He obviously... MSNBC gets shite numbers. Their numbers stink. You compare them to Fox, even CNN, they are at the bottom of the barrel. Olberman was one show that was less shitty as far as ratings go than all their other shows.
But way behind the competition.
Way behind. Way behind.
I mean, I'm not an O'Reilly fan. I'm not an Oberman fan either, by the way. Who do I hate more, O'Reilly or Oberman?
Olberman.
I think I would have to go Oberman.
Olberman.
And I should agree with some of his shit, and I just don't like the fucking guy at all. He comes across like a fucking douchebag. And I think the story goes he wanted more money.
Right.
That's what I think he's telling people. And the company's like, we're not giving you more money. Your ratings suck.
And they do. Although he gets a million people.
He was making $7 million a fucking year.
He made $7 million a year?
Yeah, for that. Can you believe that?
Wow, was he overpaid?
Yes.
Dude,
Exactly.
$7 million a year?
7 mil.
And then the rumor is Comcast, not a rumor, that did happen. There was a little takeover by Comcast of NBC, right?
Now that seems to be what a lot of people are talking
about.
about.
And the main Comcast guy's pretty big Republican.
And he's tired of this fucking station that's just not making money and sucks in the ratings. So they think that MSNBC, you might start seeing this little turn a little more to the right.
Right. No,
and Oberman had to be the poster boy for get the fuck out of here.
No, our old producer Stuntbrain was following this very closely. I was reading his tweets over the weekend, and he blogged about it.
I was reading his tweets too. Couldn't get to sleep, and I just I would read them and nod right off. It's Ambien.
And he said that Oberman gave up at least a month ago. He was watching and,
really?
and realized that he was like kind of softballing his show about a month ago because he knew the end was near.
Well, he had that controversy about his political donations. He was suspended for a couple of days. When he came back, he apologized to his fans, but never apologized or said anything as far as the channel goes.
Right.
Maybe an apology. Don't want to compromise the integrity of the MSNBC, whatever. He never said any of that. So obviously, him and his bosses have been at odds. Mm-hmm. And I think it just came down to him wanting more money, them saying fuck you, and him saying, all right, I'm leaving. I think you're going to see him turn up on CNN, I think.
You think CNN will grab him?
I think CNN will grab him. A lot of the liberal news channels, which is pretty much all of them except Fox, they do have this back and forth thing that goes on a lot. So,
well, here's Oberman from Friday night. This came out of nowhere. No one saw this coming as far as it happening on Friday.
Even the people he works with, I heard.
Yeah.
I think the same fantasy has popped into the head of everybody in my business who has ever been told what I've been told, that this is going to be the last edition of your show.
Oh.
You go direct.
By the way, and I really don't like this guy, but he did make me laugh. It's coming up. Because he talks about how in broadcasting you just don't get to say goodbye.
Yeah.
And you got to hear what he said when he was signing off at ESPN. I kind of liked him when he was at ESPN, when he wasn't talking all this political shit. All right, I interrupted, but you'll hear it.
Last edition of your show. You go directly to the scene from the movie Network, complete with the pajamas and the raincoat. And you go off on an existential, otherworldly, verbal journey of unutterable profundity and vision. You damn the impediments and you insist upon the insurrections, and then you emit Peter Finch's guttural, resonant "so." And you implore, you will the viewer to go to the window, open it, stick out his head, and yell. Well, you know the rest.
That's so true.
Yeah.
We all want to do that. When you realize it's your last show, you just want to have a fucking major scene happen.
Meltdown moment.
And you want to think your fans are going to be there for you. They're going to rally and fucking burn cars and turn them over. And and you realize, no, you're just
another guy.
You're kind of left alone for the most part.
Just another guy filling
for the
people's
most
time.
part.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, you know the rest. In the mundane world of television goodbyes, reality is laughably uncooperative. When I resigned from ESPN 13 and a half years ago, I was literally given 30 seconds to say goodbye at the very end of my last edition of SportsCenter. As God is my witness, in the commercial break just before the emotional moment, the producer got into my earpiece and he said, can you cut it down to 15 seconds so we can get in this tennis result from Stuttgart?
That's kind of funny.
So I'm grateful that I have a little more time to sign off here. Regardless, this is the last edition of Countdown. It is just under 8 years since I returned to MSNBC. I was supposed to fill in for the late Jerry Nachman for exactly 3 days. 49 days later, there was a 4-year contract for me to return to this nightly 8 p.m. time slot, which I had fled 4 years earlier. The show gradually established its position as anti-establishment, from the stagecraft of Mission Accomplished to the exaggerated rescue of Jessica Lynch in Iraq to the death of Pat Tillman, to Hurricane Katrina, to the nexus of politics and terror, to the first special comment. The program grew and grew thanks entirely to your support, with great rewards for me, and I hope for you too. There were many occasions, particularly in the last 2.5 years, where all that surrounded the show, but never the show itself, was just too much for me. But your support and loyalty, and if I may use the word insistence, ultimately required that I keep going. My gratitude to you is boundless, and if you think I've done any good here, imagine how it looked from this end as you donated $2 million to the National Association of Free Clinics, and my dying father watched from his hospital bed, transcendently comforted that his struggles were inspiring such overwhelming good for people he and I and you would never meet, but would always know. This may be the only television program wherein the host was much more in awe of the audience than vice versa. You will always be in my heart for that.
Douche chili, right?
This is such pompous.
He's such a fucking idiot. He's always trying to have that moment where you go, there's Keith. There's something else about that.
That's
guy.
it.
I just hate him. I shouldn't hate him. Like his speech, he's saying goodbye. You're supposed to be eloquent when you're saying goodbye. Right. You're not supposed to say peace. I'm out of here. But I just don't like the guy.
It makes as much sense.
You will always be in my heart for that, and for the donations to the Kranick family in Tennessee and these victims of governmental heartlessness in Arizona, to say nothing of every letter and email and tweet and wave and handshake and online petition. Time ebbs here, and I want to close with one more Thurber story. It is still Friday. So let me thank my gifted staff here and just a few of the many people here who fought with me and for me. Eric Sorensen, Phil Alonji, Neil Shapiro, Michael Weissman, the late David Bloom, John Palmer, Alana Russo, Monica Novotny, my dear friends Rachel Maddow and Bob Costas, and my greatest protector and most indefatigable cheerleader, the late Tim Russert.
So, then he read a story. Do you want the story?
What story? Stories about aliens.
The one thing I'll say is they replace him with just a who gives a shit personality, and so it's the MSNBC gets more blander.
Yeah,
more blander. Yeah. So I don't like the guy, but at least he got your blood pumping.
Yeah.
And now they replace him with Lori. What's her fucking name? I don't even remember her name already.
Not Rachel Maddow. No, she's
no. Rachel Maddow's got her.
Rachel's
show
the big rock star.
They brought in
over there
some
now.
other guy.
No, it's going to be a chick. It's going to be a girl. It's going to be a woman.
They brought in that.
Why don't they have liberals and conservatives on the same station? Like, why doesn't Fox have any liberals? Why don't the news? Why all we do is accuse them of being biased? Why don't you just mix up your pundits?
That's not the news anymore. It's just entertainment.
Yeah, right.
They turned it into entertainment, but a lot of people are slow to pick up on that still. They think they're actually watching the news. No, you're watching the news skewed for entertainment. Newsertainment.
It's called.
What's her name? They moved her up, it's just going to be a very bland show.
I could have sworn it was some guy.
No, man. I forgot her fucking name. Look down. Someone will help you out there, Ant.
Yeah, I'm looking. No one knows because no one watches the fucking...
O'Donnell? Laura...
I thought that was a guy. O'Donnell.
Laura O'Donnell, right?
I thought it was a guy, O'Donnell. I swear, I have no clue.
Here's Kieth Oberman reading the story, and then we'll find out who's replacing him.
And now let me finish by turning again to this ritual of reading Thurber stories to you. I read these to my late father in the...
I think there might be a hidden meaning in the story he's about to read.
Oh, is there?
Because this is the last thing he said on MSNBC on Friday night.
Heavy-handed bullshit.
Hospital last winter, and then to you at his specific suggestion. It is from Fables for Our Time and Modern Poems Illustrated, published first in 1940 when they taught they taught these kind of things, the Aesop's fables, much more than they do now. This one is called The Scotty Who Knew Too Much by James Thurber. Several summers ago, there was a Scotty who went to the country for a visit. He decided that all the farm dogs were cowards because they were afraid of a certain animal that had a white stripe down its back. "You're a pussycat and I can lick you," the Scotty said to the farm dog who lived in the house where the Scotty was visiting.
I
can lick the little animal with the white stripe, too. Show him to me.
The skunk?
It's Lawrence O'Donnell, you're right.
It is Lawrence O'Donnell, okay. I think Rosie O'Donnell.
That guy's a bore, though, man. He really is a bore.
Well, it's the perfect guy to replace Olberman, then.
Olberman wasn't a bore. He just got under your fucking skin and got your blood boiling.
I don't even hate him for his opinions. I really don't. He's just liberal. Yeah. I hate him because he
was never a bore, I'll be honest with you.
He's supposed to be this big pit bull, and he waited for his bosses to fire Imus, and then he went on and fucking lapped Jesse Jackson's asshole. I'll always hate him for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Reverend, I put it to you.
Do you?
Yeah. Pussycat and I can lick you, the Scotty said to the farm dog who lived in the house where the Scotty was visiting. I can lick the little animal with the white stripe, too. Show him to me. Don't you want to ask any questions about him? Said the farm dog. Nah, said the Scotty. You ask the questions. So the farm dog took the Scotty into the woods and showed him the white striped animal, and the Scotty closed in on him, growling and slashing. It was all over in a moment, and the Scotty lay on his back. When he came to, the farm dog said, "What happened?" "He threw vitriol," said the Scotty, "but he never laid a glove on me." A few days later, the farm dog told the Scotty there was another animal all the farm dogs were afraid of. "Lead me to him," said the Scotty. "I can lick anything that doesn't wear horseshoes." "Don't you want to ask any questions about him?" said the farm dog. "Nah," said the Scotty. "Just show me where he hangs out." So the farm dog led him to a place in the woods and pointed out the little animal when he came along. "A clown," said the Scotty. "A pushover." And he closed in, leading with his left and exhibiting some mighty fancy footwork. In less than a second, the Scotty was flat on his back, and when he woke up, the farm dog was pulling quills out of him.
Oh, boy.
"What happened?" said the farm dog. "He pulled a knife on me," said the Scotty. "But at least I've learned how you fight up here in the country, and now I'm going to beat you up." So he closed in on the farm dog, holding his nose with one front paw to ward off the vitriol, and covering his eyes with the other front paw to keep out the knives.
Oh, boy.
The Scotty couldn't see his opponent, and he couldn't smell his opponent, and he was so badly beaten that he had to be taken back to the city and put in a nursing home. Moral? It is better to ask some of the questions than to know all the answers. The Scotty Who Knew Too Much by James Thurber. Chris Hayes filling in for Rachel Maddow.
Is he trying to say he's Scotty?
Is he the...
No, he should be the shit the skunk fired. That's what he's saying.
He's the vitriol.
Yeah, I'm gunk.
Which one is he? Is he Scotty or the other? What is he? Is he the animal with the white stripe? I'm confused.
No, he's the guy that knows to ask questions.
Because no one else asks questions. Here's the Aesop was a twat, and I'm tired of his fuck Aesop and his shitty stories.
Aesop.
I never liked Aesop.
How can you?
Because you had to figure the shit out yourself. Why don't you tell me what you're trying to say?
Exactly. The moral of the story, what? 2 loads are better than 1 in the girl's face? That's the moral of the story I want to read. Getting your ass fingered feels great. That's the moral of the story.
Make it obvious. What are you trying to say?
And the Scotty got his balls licked and a finger in his ass. The moral of the story, wow, you come harder with a finger in your ass.
Aesop was a twat.
I despise Aesop. Cunt face.
The Scotty Who Knew Too Much by James Thurber.
James Thurber sucks.
Chris Hayes filling in for Rachel Maddow on The Rachel Maddow Show is next. Again, all of my greatest thanks. Widen the shot out just a little bit so we can do one of these last time.
Leave.
Thank you, Brian. Good night and good luck.
What did he do?
He's too happy to leave, so I think he got what he wanted. I think he didn't want to be there anymore.
Well, for $7 million?
Figure what the fuck, I'll ask for more money and...
It's like, $10 million. And they went, take a hike.
Yeah, see you later. So...
Well, good riddance. I never liked him.
Not a big reaction to this.
No one cares.
A little bit here, a little bit there.
The day, or like not even the day, the moment it happened, everyone's like, bah, 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 bah.
He's not even smart enough to have his last show on a Thursday or a Monday. Everyone in media knows you don't do anything crazy on a Friday because no one reads the papers on the weekends or checks their internet as much on the weekend. So you usually try to wait and hit that news on a Thursday or a Monday. A lot of media companies, if there's something really bad going on, they will push it and get it out there on a Friday,
right?
Knowing that it won't be as covered as much.
Any news on Regis and why he
Regis
decided to
Regis is not retiring because he's too old.
Really?
It was over money.
Really?
He said fuck you, yeah, which is crazy because I think he's 80. And he fired his agent.
Wow.
Regis Philbin quitting live because of money fight. And Kelly Ripa was stunned by the announcement. She didn't see that one coming. Yeah, it has nothing to do with him wanting to retire. He's like, fuck you, I deserve more money, I'm out of here.
He's fucking how old?
I think he's 79, 80.
How much is he making?
Yeah,
who the fuck's going to pick him up? Someone else is going to pick him up and go against the live Regis and whoever the fucking broad is show?
Hell.
What is he doing?
TD bag commercials, not bringing in enough money. What, does he have a gambling problem?
I don't know.
What is going on?
What is he doing? He's not going to go anywhere else at that age. Who's going to pick him up?
No.
Maybe they will, I guess, but...
I could be as big as Joey Bishop.
He's fucking 80.
Exactly.
How much more money does he need?
Yeah. No.
So,
dumb.
Yeah, but it wasn't because he wanted to retire. It was a money issue. He said, fuck you guys.
Some move. Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, we all know Kieth Oberman will be back. That's why people like tweeting all excited and stuff all weekend long. I'm like, why are you excited? The guy will be back doing something pretty much high profile.
Maybe he'll do a podcast.
Probably sign here at SiriusXM for 3 days a week for $10 million a year.
You know, I never even thought of that, yeah.
Because he's never really... I don't think he's done a lot of radio, so he's perfect for this place.
Perfect.
A name that hasn't done radio. He should get $10 million a year
They'll
easily.
all be patting each other on the back down the hall. You know who we just got?
Right.
Olberman, don't say anything. We're going to put out a press release. We're going to do a big thing.
Right.
And he's going to be in the building. He's going to be in the building today.
I got a text, by the way, from Roland. Regis got paid $20 million a year.
And he left... $20 million isn't good enough for an 80-year-old man?
What the fuck is he doing?
I think we all should make more money, meaning everyone listening to this fucking voice right now. But still, when you hit 80 years old and you're making $20 million a year, what's your problem? Holy shit.
And he's not particularly doing anything great. He's just palatable and likable. He's a friendly old man.
And he's like a gimmick, you know. You got the old bumbling guy. That's what he is.
Right.
Doesn't know much about what's going on today, and people seem to find that endearing. Kelly didn't know?
I guess not.
Bob Kelly.
Bob Kelly, yeah, that's what
Bob Kelly had no idea.
Dude, Regis, dude, what are you doing, dude?
This fucking internet is enragingly horrible. Is it bad every day like this? Every day.
What happened?
It's fucking just... I can't open the Drudge Report or Twitter. It fucking stinks. How do they not get the internet right?
I don't know.
Every fucking day.
Doesn't matter. They signed Howard. Nothing matters anymore. Look at the studio. It's falling apart in front of our eyes.
I can't get on Gmail. I can't fucking get Twitter. It just sucks.
Doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
Jesus.
I don't know why.
You gotta get hardwired in.
I know. I really do.
You gotta get hardwired.
Do you have an extra hardwire?
There's got to be a fucking router in here, right? I got a hard fucking wire right here. Yeah, I got a hard wire.
I'll say you do.
I got fucking...
I'm Wi-Fi and on my
iPad
right
here.
Pretty easily.
You need to get a fucking Cat 5, plug it into your fucking computer, and you're good.
What I need to get is the Verizon, the portable one.
Oh, you want to get that one?
I have it, but I just didn't bring it with me.
Are you going to switch service? Are you going to go Verizon?
Not yet, no, because Verizon will inevitably have problems with it. It's just the nature of the beast. You're going to have so many people going there. Mm-hmm. Even though they're probably way more ready than piece of shit AT&T, I still think that AT&T might get a little bit better, and they may have a bit of an overload at first. But eventually, I'm sure I will.
I was talking to a couple of my pals over there at the Apple store, and they were asking me, am I going to go to Verizon over AT&T? And I was like, no, because I've had every service. I've had every fucking service over the years. And AT&T that I have right now is no worse or better than any of them that I've had.
Really? Verizon even? Wow.
For me personally. Because I've always had dropped calls, fucking bullshit, can't get online, can't do this. And then it starts working again. It's fucking, they haven't quite got it completely figured out as far as that goes. But I don't know. I have no problem. And then I think AT&T is going to get better because a lot of people are going to jump ship and go to Verizon. And then Verizon's going to have the problems with the overloading of their system.
I think they're just a better company, and I think they're just more ready for it.
I think they're a better company, but I don't know if it means I'm going to get better service. You know? I'll see. I'll wait until other people have Verizon on their iPhone. And, see, I'm not the Scotty that runs in and sticks my fucking nose up a skunk's asshole. I'm asking questions first. I'm not going in blind to Verizon.
So the moral is better to ask questions than have all the service on your phone.
Exactly.
I hate this fucking internet.
But was Kieth Oberman Scotty or not? He wasn't Scotty?
No. He was saying that Scotty is like everyone else.
What was he trying to say with that?
Scotty is all the people, the schmucks and dickheads that he's been surrounded by.
Did he ask too many questions at MSNBC or not enough? I'm
He's asking too many questions.
He asked too many questions.
They wanted him to be Scotty. They wanted him to put his fucking hands over his eyes.
What a pompous
and
asshole.
go running in blind.
What a fucking asshole.
But no, he wouldn't do it. Scotty, my ass. Scotty.
They're blaming your computer problems on trannies, Jimmy.
Trannies.
Nor is that the website I'm going to. Now it's working.
Now it's working good for you?
Yeah, but it won't in a minute. It'll just freeze up.
How long have we asked for a router in here and just hardwired fucking internet? Because every day I plug in this fucking computer, I don't have to put in a password. I don't have to fuck around. I plug it in and it fucking works. There should be a router under this desk with numerous cables coming off of it that anyone sitting at any one of these stations can plug a computer into, and you have internet. The fuck?
That's dangerous. And now they know that it works so well for you, they're going to take that away.
Oh, this wire's snipped tomorrow.
They're going to take it away from you.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a fire hazard.
Because nothing's easy.
Anthony's got internet.
They don't want anything to be easy around here.
Sure.
All right, well.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, fucking saw The Fighter over the weekend.
Oh, you did? How was that?
God damn, was that a good movie?
It was good.
Although I thought Wahlberg was a little too Hollywood for the part he played.
What do you mean?
It's Mark Wahlberg. It takes out the movie a little bit. Christian Bale, obviously a big, huge fucking Hollywood actor. But the movie opens and he's on the couch with his brother. And you had to think twice and go, oh, my God, that's right. That's Christian Bale.
Oh, he's talking with like a American accent?
Yeah, he's
Boston.
Lowell,
That motherfucker,
Massachusetts.
I don't think Christian Bale has used the same accent in any two movies.
Dude, he was so fucking good in this movie. I can't imagine him not winning the Academy Award. He was so goddamn good. He lost 30, 40 pounds for the role. They gave him a horrible, I'm in my 40s bald spot in the back of his head. He's smoking fucking crack.
Really?
He was. How good was he in that movie,
He
Jimmy?
should win the.
Oh my God!
That's what he
look at
looked
him.
like.
Wow, he looks like shit.
That's the real guy too, right?
Is that the real guy to the right? Is that what they're trying to show there?
Are they?
Yes.
Oh my God, he looks exactly like the guy.
He's just a younger version of the other guy by a couple of years. He has better teeth, but he really looks like that guy.
Holy shit, that's fucking creepy. Where'd you find that? Just Google image it?
Yeah, you just throw Christian Bale the fighter into Google Images. You can see it side by side.
Side by side comparison of Christian Bale and who he played in The Fighter. I mean, Wahlberg was definitely good, but I didn't think he was believable. He was too polished to be this guy's brother.
Really?
Even though he was supposed to be the good son that didn't wasn't as crazy as his older brother. But the movie itself was really fucking good, though. I loved it.
I also
really
loved
liked it a lot.
I haven't seen True Grit yet, but the King's Speech was really good.
Was it good?
It was. Yeah, it was very well acted. And it's a true story. So
Yeah, I have no desire to see that. None whatsoever. None.
It just seems like it would be dull.
It was
Like
a little
it's not-
slow.
Like it's not a movie where, but I don't need fucking cars flipping over and exploding. I'm just saying, it seems like the story itself. Here's a king. He's got a speech impediment. Someone's going to come in and teach him how to speak properly. Wow! I can't fucking get excited
And
for
who
that.
gives a shit he doesn't speak properly? He's a king.
Who cares?
Would you give a fuck?
for the fuck that?
You have your whole life handed to you. Who cares?
Gives a shite.
I wouldn't give a shit.
Wow.
He was 120 pounds in The Machinist. Yeah, I know that, Todd. Thank you.
I was surprised how good this movie was. I was surprised.
He was way down there. He was probably 150 in this movie.
And then he went from The Machinist to Batman,
so he had
where he was all
bulk up,
jacked.
right?
It's like,
You guys
I don't know how this guy does
You
it.
guys see The Fighter, and it's pretty fucking good. And
I
man,
want to see that one,
And the
definitely.
sisters in this movie, it's a family of 7, I guess, 2 boys and 5 girls. The sisters are the 5 ugliest women on the planet. Right, Jim?
Fucking hideous.
They are so ugly in this
Really?
movie. And then I'm thinking, because this is when it's based on a true story, you got to think, holy shit! In real life, the sisters are really ugly. How do they feel that they're being portrayed as really
Portrayed as
ugly human
slobs.
beings? Right. One had like a unibrow.
Oh my God! Look at the difference.
That's the same guy.
Yeah.
A mere year and a half apart. We're looking at Christian Bale from The Machinist, and then obviously in Batman.
How much did he weigh in The Machinist?
120.
It's like 120.
120 pounds.
That was a fucking weird ass movie.
Yeah, it was.
And then it's like, how do you he must have just worked out every second of the day for a year.
And how is that good on his heart?
It can't be good.
It can't
for
be,
your
right?
health and other organs, your kidneys.
Right.
I don't know.
Skinny in The Machinist. Fucking. I also saw, which I liked a lot, was Social Network.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that good?
Love,
I still
yes.
haven't seen that
Love
one
The
either.
Social Network. I just thought they should have named the movie differently.
I agree.
You do?
Yeah, it's a weird name. It's not really. It doesn't. It's not indicative of anything. It was just bizarre.
Right. What do you like about The Social Network?
I thought it was well acted. The guy who played Zuckerberg was great.
He really was great. I think Christian Bale had a better performance, though.
Well, one would be leading, one would be probably.
He wasn't a lead in that?
Christian Bale would be supporting, because Wahlberg was the lead.
Oh, the Christian Bale has it.
Yeah, I think-
fucking down.
Yeah.
How do you... Wait,
Colin Firth is going up for is probably going to be nominated for Best Actor.
how do you not look at Christian Bale as the main guy in that movie?
Now I think supporting actor.
That's how good his performance was.
That's a weird thing with Hollywood. Like sometimes, like those roles, it's kind of hard to tell.
Right.
But I think
Christian Bale blew Wahlberg away acting.
Yeah, I agree.
It wasn't
I-
even close.
But he'll be supporting.
Okay.
Jeffrey Rush will be which they should not nominate Jeffrey Rush. He was decent in The King's Speech, but it was who gives a shit.
Kent, the movie guy,
Who gives a shit?
Kent is going to tell Ant why he would like The King's Speech.
Alrighty. Thanks.
This will get racist. I guarantee it.
Oh, really?
Or it has to have some kind of Nazi thing going on.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Actually, it does. It's a period film. Just before World War II started.
Meaning you have to have your period to watch the fucking thing. And that rom-com. Hold on, Kent. And they're selling every movie now as a rom-com.
A rom-com.
Remember that used to be a little side thing. You sort of heard it. Now they're all in naming the Jennifer Aniston fucking film a rom-com.
Any Jennifer Aniston film.
The new Ashton Kutcher film is a rom-com. It's a hot word in Hollywood right now.
Rom-com.
Rom-com. Go ahead, Ken.
They're all the same and they're all terrible.
Go ahead, Ken.
But I think, Anthony, the reason you'd like it is it's almost, if you look at it, the guy's going up against Hitler as a leader because it's right before World War II breaks off.
Yep.
And Hitler is this massively empowered speaker. Like, he gets people in a further. They are.
He certainly did.
Exactly. And then you have this stuttering, muttering, he's a coward, can't stand up to his own dad type of guy, and it's him having to muster up the courage, get over his own shit, and become a good speaker and get his people on the track that they need to be on to fight the Nazis. And if you look at the film from that angle, it's pretty interesting.
And he didn't want to be king. That he was.
But it's good to be
his
king.
brother left to marry whatever her name was. I don't remember her name.
American
from Baltimore. Yeah. The one who renounced the throne was because King George was the father, King George V. And then he died, and then the older brother was fair enough.
It just sounds like it could be great.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
It was Queen Elizabeth's husband, this guy. And the brother renounces the throne to marry the American woman. So now this mumbling, stuttering idiot his brothers all made fun of has to make public speeches, and he would always fucking stammer like a jizzbag on the fucking radio. It was actually, and you're like, all right, fucking idiot Duke of York.
Now, if you go to the movie, did you go to the movie and see that, Kent?
No, they sent me a copy.
Oh, that's too bad. I need someone that actually went and saw this in a theater, because when he's mumbling and stumbling like an idiot, you're allowed to laugh at that, but I bet you no one's laughing. I bet you no one's laughing in the movie theater.
They gotta be. Come on, that's probably part of the.
That's
charm.
like an About Schmidt thing where you openly laugh because it's hilarious. And
part of the charm.
And then the old women will look at you and go, "Oh, dude, I can't believe you're fucking laughing at a stutterer."
No, I'm saying, if you catch it on cable, I don't think you'd be disappointed. I mean, I wouldn't rush out when you've got some pretty kick-ass movies in the theater right now. So,
what's the best movie out right now?
I really dug Green Hornet. I really.
Wow, that's getting like really strange reviews across the board.
Because it's not like when you look at your comic book movies now, you look at films like Watchmen, you look at films like The Dark Knight, Iron Man. They're all so serious. This movie has a lot of fun with its material. It's not afraid to have a character who is a complete screw up and pay its homages it needs to the original series while totally breaking new ground and being its own thing.
It's not too geeky because I'm not a geek. I don't like that.
It's got gunfights. It's got Christoph Waltz from Inglourious Basterds. He's really good in it.
He is good.
I
good actor in it.
Yeah, that guy's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I didn't see Inglourious Basterds still.
Watch the beginning.
He won the Oscar for supporting in that, and he should have. He was a fucking dude. Every scene he's so menacing in. And it was such a brilliant performance because he doesn't try to be menacing.
Yeah,
it's like
see that.
He's affable. Is that the way you say it? Affable.
Yeah.
And personable and likable and just he's a pleasant man, and you know that he's just a murderous fucking sociopath. Really good.
He has the best dialogue in the film by far, and they play up that scary factor. His character is obsessed with being terrifying in the Green Hornet. Like, if someone says, you're not quite as scary as you should be, he goes nuts and he shoots them with a double-barreled Desert Eagle.
Okay. Hey.
Right.
Ooh. All right, so I got to check out the Green Hornet. I got two really quick questions. I got Scotty Pilgrim sitting on my desk. Do I watch this movie? Is it a geek movie?
It is. It's got video game references.
Did you see it?
No, it's sitting at my house, too.
You have no desire to put it in. Why?
Not really.
Ron Bennington loved it.
He did?
He loves that movie.
Well, if Ronnie B liked it, then I'm watching it.
Yeah, you got to watch it. It's just a fun movie. Like, it's got throwback references to old 80s video games and stuff like that, and great music. It's got a really solid
Fucking
soundtrack.
Ronnie B doesn't need a speech therapist.
No, he's the best.
That motherfucker talks like a king.
He's the best.
He's the best. And
But, what was your other question?
Not a question. I didn't know how to bring this up to the guys. I saw Paul Giamatti's latest film. Holy shit, what a depressing flick.
Which one is that?
I haven't heard it.
I forgot the name of it even.
Depressing. Yeah,
horribly depressing. It's not going to do well at all. It was a very good movie, but
What's the name of it?
I'm trying to remember even what the fucking name. I was hoping Kent was going to help me out here, but he didn't see the movie.
No, I've heard it's like his last few projects have been really hard. Ever since he did Lady in the Water.
This fucking guy knows how to act, though. Oh, here comes Roland, because he was the one who gave me this movie to watch, and I was like, why am I watching this? It's so fucking depressing.
I love a good depressing movie.
I hate them.
Barney's version.
Yeah, get on mic. Barney's version. It's called.
Barney's version.
Oh,
Give me, Roland. Could you explain Barney's version to Anthony and Jimmy? We're talking movies right now. A little movie break for everybody.
Very well acted with Dustin Hoffman. Just depressing though.
Yeah, Dustin Hoffman's in it.
Oh, Hoffman's in it?
Yeah.
Can I have a copy of it?
No.
I think I got mine still. I'll bring it.
No, I have one. Do you want it?
I get screener copies of a lot of stuff.
Of course.
It's one of those movies. Like, why am I watching this? I don't want to be fucking all weirded out.
I'll watch it today if you can get it
It's
to me.
sad.
I know, it's too sad.
And then Giamatti starts losing his mind in this movie. He's like, oh my God, he doesn't remember the people who love him. And
his marriage is too.
What the fuck? His marriage breaks up because he had one little fling, and he meets the woman of his dreams at his own wedding.
Oh shit!
Yeah, definitely got me.
So then you think he's just a fucking Jewish pig, and it turns out he's not. He found his soulmate actually at his wedding. It's a fucking.
This doesn't sound
well
fun.
acted though, man. Hoffman was great in it. He was great in it, and so was Giamatti, obviously. Take a ride through the life and memories of Barney Panofsky, a hard-drinking, cigar-smoking, foul-mouthed, 65-year-old hockey fanatic and television producer. As he reflects on his life's successes and numerous gaffes and failures as the final chapters of his own existence come sharply into focus. Would you see that, Ant?
No.
I know you wouldn't.
It just doesn't sound like anything I'm interested in.
But it wasn't a rom-com.
A rom-com.
But the King's Speech is awesome though.
Yeah, people saw that in theaters. Ken, thank you.
Colin Firth was very
Well,
good.
I have one quick thing I want to tell you guys about, or get your opinion on.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's this new technology they put out for being able to see 3D without glasses, where they put these little electrodes on the side of your head that blink your eyelids at the correct rate so you see 3D.
That's
fucking
fucked
awful.
up.
Does that
Wait, what do you mean
sound?
blinks your eyelids?
That's fucked
Well,
up.
okay, Anthony, you know how shutter glasses work, where each side opens and closes really rapidly, so you
alternately
feel like you're seeing
right.
Yeah, alternately. They have these two little electrodes they stick on the side of your head that alternately blink your eyelids at the same frame rate.
Not literally blinking your eyelids, like an
Literally blinking your eyelids.
electrical charge into your fucking eyelid muscles.
What if you
see a movie?
What if you get up and you gotta take a leak or go to the fucking kitchen to get some food?
This movie's
This
great.
is nothing they would ever put in theaters, but they're talking about putting it in CES next year, having a demonstration up in this.
They can't allow this technology.
No, that fucks with your body too much. It's
Yeah, but
insane.
I want you guys to see it. Go to tinyurl.com/3D no glasses.
3D no
One word at
glasses.
the end.
It's
3D
insane.
no glasses.
That
There's
really-
a video of the guy's eyelids just fluttering.
It's like Nazi stuff.
That's like Clockwork
like
Orange.
that
Yes,
shit.
Clockwork Orange.
What, are they gonna just fucking keep your eyelids open so you can see fucking something? What would it be?
Me Gullivers.
All right.
By the way, your kid loved the Clockwork Orange voices. I had a little tiger. I bought his son a little tiger, and I just kept doing Clockwork lines. Hello, my head won't allow it. And hello, Frank, and all that. And the fucking kid was all smiles.
My son was.
He really enjoyed the Clockwork.
My son was fascinated by Jim Norton.
He's a good
yesterday.
boy.
He was
Who
fascinated.
isn't?
And the kid almost broke his nose on Saturday night. Look at this video of the fucking eyelids blinking.
This is crazy
They
stuff.
can't allow this.
No, this can't be real.
Isn't that terrifying?
Of course it is.
It looks awful. Who the fuck needs their eyes manipulated? Put the glasses on.
That would fucking...
I hate having to wear glasses over my glasses.
That's not real.
We got to try this, though.
It's not real.
You think this is just a goof?
Yeah, this is a goof.
Send Sam to CES next year. The guy swears he's going to have one there.
Dude, this is a goof.
Film him with his
This is fake.
guys.
Oh, this
is fake.
The video we're watching, this guy
smart.
came up with the technology?
The French guy who put it on is demonstrating it, and another guy.
That's not a goof. He's really making his eyes. You can't make your eyes move like that unless you got some kind of electrodes on the side of your head.
I'm seeing some kind of fucking trickery here.
There's
Do you think
no
it's bullshit in it?
There's
Yeah, I
no
think it's bullshit.
fucking way they would allow that
The
technology.
thing's too small for whatever he's stuck on the side of his head by his eyelids are too small.
Yeah.
I don't buy it.
A lot of people saying, Kent, they're saying the 3D technology is a hoax. Hold on.
I think it's a hoax.
Let me go to Chris in
Kent.
Pittsburgh. Chris.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey, brother.
Hey, yeah, what's it called? Actually, late last week, I was reading up on, what viral hoaxes are and shit like that. And they said that it's a complete hoax. They said it's just LED lights basically sticking to the side of the guy's head, and they just did some sort of video editing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to basically mess with people and get them all like, oh, what the fuck's going on? So, yeah, it's complete bull.
You could see like something was weird with his eyes. They were like,
And Kent, you see what you just did to yourself? You said I have one more thing. You had an A+ phone call. Now we got to give you a B-.
Either way,
B-
the
for your
video
phone
is
call.
creepy, and I hope it's real.
All right. Thank you,
That's all I'm
Kent.
gonna say.
And thank you, Chris in Pittsburgh.
Hey, no problem.
All right, man. Let me say hi to Chad in Jersey. Chad?
Hey, I saw King's speech in the theater, and a lot of people were laughing.
Good. They should be.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was laughing, my wife was laughing, and nobody was like, hey, that's not okay, shit like that.
Of course it's okay. If someone's stuttering, you laugh. I'm sorry for the stutterers out there.
No, you mean you're sorry for them.
Sorry.
Florentine's the biggest piece of shit. Like, he laughs at domestic violence scenes in movie theaters.
Jesus.
Like, Once for Warriors was so good, had such brutality in it. And he was laughing when, like, fucking Jake the Muss is fucking savagely beating his wife.
And then others saying they weren't laughing in the theater they saw the movie in, so.
Cool. Now I'm disconnected again.
You're disconnected again?
Sure.
Why? What happened?
Oh, I don't know.
What happened? What happened?
got some kind of computer magic.
Speaking of technology, I was reading an article on. You see what they're trying to do with the cell phones and texting? I don't know how they get this done, though.
But you can't do it when you're driving?
Yeah, they're trying to get this done, and they're trying to get the, like the AT&Ts and the Verizons on board. And basically your phone...
For what? What if you're in the car with somebody who's fucking driving?
That's what thank you, because that's what I read in the article. They're like, yeah, how the fuck do they know who is driving and texting at the same time? What if you're just a passenger bored, you got an 8-hour ride, so you're on your phone the whole fucking time?
Yeah, how about you don't...
Or what if you're in a bus or something?
How about they stop technologically trying to do everything? How about you figure out drinking and driving first, assholes?
Hey, I figured it out. Drink and then you...
You know what? Drinking and driving, obviously really bad, but that texting... Yeah.
It's amazing how much worse it is.
I know I could go 70 and text.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know I could do it. But there are people out there that can't fucking do it.
Here's the problem is when you're drinking and driving, or you're around people that are drinking and driving, let's say it's Saturday night, you're fucking driving home, you're going to get some people weaving and go like, oh, that guy's fucking drunk.
Right.
Or, look at him.
It's very obvious.
Watch him. It's obvious. But when you have people texting and driving, it's every day during like noon, you're driving and just seeing people coming over into your lane.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is great. Now there's 20 times more. At least, probably 100 times more around you.
I see
people that are still weaving in and out of lanes and driving like they're drunk.
I see way more people. I'm just going to reiterate what you just said.
Yep.
Fucking coming into your lane because they're texting than because they're drunk.
Yes.
Way more. Way more.
Yes.
It's not even close.
It's a lot more dangerous, I think.
But they're trying to get this technology. I really don't know how they could figure that shit out, but they're trying. But it would be voluntary, which is stupid too. Because who would sign up for that plan? Like, they have that technology. Are you going to go, I got to sign up for this plan and make sure I personally don't text when I'm driving?
Yeah.
Obviously, it would help the parents out. The parents and their kids. But
Parents. Girl's trying to make a call while she's being raped in the fucking car and she can't. How about that?
But you know what? I say the kids know how to drive and text because that's all they know. It's the old people that never had it before. Now, like, fuck, I could text and drive at the same time. They can't figure it out.
Well, old people shouldn't be fucking driving. They're my fucking texting or driving. God, are they bad? Just get out of the way. Right lane, move. 3 abreast. Fucking despicable. Trying to get somewhere that I don't have to be right away, but I feel compelled to get there fast. I'm the worst.
I love it. Roland.
Yes.
Anything else about movies?
I saw The Company Man this week.
Company Man?
It was pretty good.
How's that?
What's that movie about?
With Ben Affleck about the unemployment, what's going on. Like a big company laid them off and struggled to find a job. And I saw The Dilemma.
Oh, how bad was that? It's getting horrible reviews.
King's Speech probably got more laughs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dilemma is with who?
Kevin James and
Kevin James, right?
And Vince Vaughn.
I like Kevin, but Vince I'm tired of.
I saw Kevin James' stand up. He's funny.
Yeah.
His movies suck though.
This is Vince being
His movies
Vince.
suck.
Yeah.
He played the fat guy in Grown Ups. He did all the fat jokes.
Yeah, he was supposed to be in this movie, but since they say he brings in more money than Will Smith.
Kevin James.
Wow,
James.
does he really?
Wow. Yeah.
For what? People actually think he's funny out there.
America loves him.
Middle America.
It was supposed to be Vince Vaughn and Paul Giamatti for The Dilemma.
Oh, really?
Like a miserable friend.
And that's a Ron Howard flick, right?
Yeah.
Trying to do some comedy.
It was painful.
Painfully bad.
Yeah, I hung in there for 2.5. It was like 2 hours. 2 hours, 5 minutes.
Ron Howard wouldn't come in. I'm glad his movie was awful.
Yeah, why didn't he come in for that?
Hey, yeah.
Probably because he saw it.
He probably knew.
Yeah.
He would have called in, but what do we say? It's, a lot of laughs. Right.
A lot of laughs. Yeah, fine.
Shut up. What are we going to hear?
Really bad?
Yeah, I mean, it's a few laughs. I mean,
but the paper is they found a couple dummies to give it a good review for the advertising.
They probably made the poster. That's why.
Give me the paper. I mean, it's right there. Laugh out loud, funny.
One-liners.
Yeah.
The Dallas Star.
Those are guys that have
Kentucky
no fucking pride.
Press.
The ones they go to when they know their movie's so bad,
yeah.
and say, "Hey, man, I need a good review for my movie so I could get the advertising in the paper." And they're shameless. Yeah, no problem. I'll do that.
Who will
for you.
do it?
Or call Ben Lyons.
It's always some weird, never heard of type of reviewer from a never heard of type of blog
that they
newspaper.
can quote.
Yeah.
And he wants to be quoted.
Give me the paper. Let's see if it's in there right now.
Yeah, or they get Jeffrey Lyons' son, Ben Lyons. He
is he a whore?
Beyond.
Which one? Take them both.
Ben Lyons is a whore. He'll do this shit.
Massive whore.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, because they travel.
Point out the whores.
Well, they take him out. He'll fly to Cairo to interview the cast of Jumper.
Right.
And then he'll come back saying it's the best action movie. You must see it.
And Jumper sucked, right?
Oh, yeah.
I never saw Jumper. You see Jumper, Ant?
Nope.
No desire to see the Jumper?
No desire. There's so many movies I just look at and go, I'll never see that. I don't care to see it. And it doesn't bother me if I never see it. So many of them. And occasionally there's those middle ground movies where I'll be like, what's this? Or I'll catch it right at the beginning and be like, something looks interesting here.
Right.
And I'll realize what it is and go, ugh. I think I wanted to watch that.
I'll see National Treasure on TBS 12 times.
Yeah.
That was good.
It was good.
Obviously.
It was really good.
Yeah, they don't have the movie advertisements today. It was all in yesterday's paper, and I couldn't believe it. I'm seeing these great reviews for Dilemma. I'm like, the movie's getting fucking horrible reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. So who is this whore? And I meant to make a mental note of the whore that decided to sell his soul so he could be in the paper.
So is the Dallas
good
Morning
review
Sun.
for Dilemma. Yeah, that is one of them.
They do it for every movie.
Yeah, it's not in today's paper, unfortunately. No. So that was a waste of time. Which means we should just fucking break.